Okay, gang, are you out there? Getting ready to start here in just a few minutes. Oh, you know what? I didn't shut off the air conditioning. Is that going to bother people? If you're out there, say hello down in the chat box. If you're looking on the website, there is a box right below it. If you came to the link at 22social.-dd stamps, there's a box at the bottom where you can type in your questions, and I can kind of keep tabs on it. It's kind of hard because I got to keep my iPad going and make sure that things are clicking along here. So hopefully we are ready to go. If anybody can hear me, go ahead and refresh your screen and hit. It's not coming on mine. How about yours? Go ahead and refresh your screen. And then I kind of keep tabs on it. It's kind of hard because I got to keep my iPad going. And sorry about that. Anybody there? Go ahead and click on. There we go. Hi, Charity. How are you? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Well, I can't see you. I can see your profile picture, though. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I've got a few people on. Some people aren't letting me know that they can hear me. I'm hoping that you can. I'm assuming Charity can hear me because she said something. If the air conditioner bothers you, let me know and I'll go shut it off. And I might even shut it off when I start the first video. But before we begin, I just want to thank you all for coming. This is live, so I'm here. If you have questions, now would be the time to ask. There's a box down below where on the 22 social or our Facebook, whichever link you used, you can ask questions and I can actually see them and answer them. I can't look at them all the time because it's not a chat box that I'm looking at. It's just I keep checking my iPad and making sure that things are coming along. I'm hoping that everything is good today because I really practiced this afternoon and I made a lot of mistakes. And as you know, there can be a lot of mistakes tonight. It happens. We're working with the internet, and as you know, it's not the most reliable service that we have. So technology is a wonderful thing until everything gets messed up, but I will just keep coming back to this particular link, so if you lose me, click on the link, come on back and get involved back in the workshop. So that's my disclaimer. If something happens, there's not much that I can do. So bear with me. You can ask questions at this website, 22social.com/dd stamps. That is the site that I can actually see tonight. That's the one that I can answer questions from. If you're on YouTube watching me or on Google+, you can go ahead and ask questions in the comments. I will come back afterwards after the actual live version. But if you want to talk to me live or join in on any prizes I may give away, that happens tonight too. So you want to be on that link, www.22s.com/dd stamps. Okay, well, I'm getting a lot of people now that can hear me and that are here, and that's awesome. So welcome, everybody. It went too fast. I couldn't actually see everybody, but I will check it when I have a little bit of time, because then I have something for you guys to watch. So, okay, so I'm looking at my list. I did the YouTube Google thing. If you're on YouTube and Google, come on over to the link and join us. And I will check questions as we're going tonight. So let's get started. Tonight I have several videos I'm going to share. Some of them are just for fun. My sister just said to tell everybody to refresh their screens. There's lots of people here. They need to refresh your screens often. She's on my phone. So this is very interesting. So she's had her house watching and texting me, which is great. I asked her to do that tonight. So I've got a couple of videos. I've got some fun little goofy things that Stampin' Up put together. And what else? Oh, I have door prize drawing. So this is the very first door prize drawing. So refresh your screen. Get ready to comment. Oh, and the prize is, let me find it here. So I don't know how many of you are involved in Paper Pumpkin, but I personally love Paper Pumpkin. It's a kit that comes every month. One thing I love about it is that it's a project that I don't have to plan. It just shows up, it's a box, it's a great little kit, and you get all the stuff in it to make the projects, and that's why I love it, because I can sit and just do a project for the fun of it. And I'm just going to show quickly what this month's were, because the reason I'm bringing this up is because part of the door prize is a Paper Pumpkin. So this was this month's Paper Pumpkin. You got the supplies and the stamps and everything to make 6 of these cards. Is it backwards on you guys? And 6 of these boxes. See them? Aren't they beautiful? But what I found was I made the 6 cards, I made the 6 boxes, and then I had a whole bunch of supplies left over. And so I was able to add some more white cardstock in and make some more cards, and I have a whole bunch of supplies done, which I'm really happy about. That's awesome. I love that about Paper Pumpkin. But tonight's prize, door prize, is it's a stamp set from Paper Pumpkin, and it's actually, because I ordered 2 in July, I ordered two kits. It's the stamp set here. Let me see where I can put it. Can you see it? So it says Party, Stars, and Celebrate. Oh, let's do it this way. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's coming up backwards on mine. So, Party, Stars, and Celebrate. It's a photopolymer set. Never been used. It's never been out of the package. That's one of the gifts for tonight that you're going to get if you answer correctly. So let me refresh my screen here, and I'm going to ask a question. The very first question is, Stampin' Up! Has 5 new in colors this year. And the first person to tell me what the name of the in color that is purple will win that stamp set. On your mark, set, go. Okay, so I'm just going to keep watching it. It'll probably be a little bit before it actually shows up with the answer, because we're in a little lag going on here. It all depends on my connection to the internet and your connection to the internet. So anyway, that's awesome. Let me move my papers. So we're going to get started with the very first video tonight. Oh, I suppose I should clap. I still don't see an answer, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a little screen share here, and we're going to put up the first video. This is a video that I taped yesterday. It hasn't even been posted anywhere else but here at this point. It's kind of a fun way to use your Big Shot. Now I have to find it. Here we go. So let's hope it all works. Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DStamps.com. Today I'm going to make a card using the Big Shot and some of our star embossing folder. First I'll bring in the Big Shot. Work here. And just wanted to give a little plug to the magnetic platform. I love it, especially when using our framelit dies. It just works so fast and so easy. And everything stays down. And so I've taken a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, cut it in half, so it's 4 1/4 by 8 by 11, and then I scored it at 5 1/2. And the reason I scored it is because I'm going to line this up here, and then I'm going to come in with some of our star framelits, and I'm just going to use the 3 smallest today, and I'm going to line these up on my card like this. I'm trying to remember how I was going to have this card open. So I'm just going to line those up. They don't have to be perfect. And the nice thing about the magnetic platform, as you see, is that it sticks and it stays down there. It's not going anywhere. It's they're not going to move, and I can move them where I want them, and then they're going to stay. And then I just take another clear mat, and you can see how terrible my mats are. They get pretty banged up because I let a lot of people use my items, but they work fine. Eventually they'll crack in half, and then it's time to get a new one. So I'm just going to pull this out, and you can see I've got my stars punched out of my cardstock. And I would go ahead and punch these pieces of paper out because I'll probably use those for something else. I'll set those aside for now, and then I'm going to set the Big Shot aside for now too. There's a couple other things I want to do to this card before I before I put it through the Big Shot again. And one of them is, I want to take one of the stamps from the set and many more. This is a great stamp set. Let me show it to you. It is it's a fabulous stamp set with lots of different verses, all different kinds of things to put on your card. And I just love the size of them. They work good with the word window punch. And I'm going to ink this little happy birthday up with Melon Mambo. I'm going to stamp it right at the top of my card. Perfect. That's what I wanted. And then I'm going to come back in with my Big Shot. And this time I'm going to run the front of that card through an embossing folder. So I'm going to take this embossing folder that's full of dots, and I'm just lining my cardstock up. And actually, if you go to the back of our embossing folders, you'll see that the back of the folder is as wide as a card base, so it's pretty easy to line up exactly where those dots are gonna be. Excuse me, I lost my words there for a minute. And then I'm going to come in. Actually, this time I'm going to use just a regular platform, and I like to use mine open all the way and sandwich that between two plates and run that through. Oops, just banged the camera. And then when I come through with this, move this stuff out of the way, then I'm going to put my card together. And you will see when I'm all done here, it's pretty fabulous. So I've got my stars and I've got my dots, and I'm going to go ahead and fold that on the score line that I put into the cardstock already. And then to make those stars pop, I'm going to come in with a piece of designer series paper. This one was cut 4 by 5 1/4, so it'll just give a nice quarter or an 1/8 inch frame all the way around. And I'm going to add this on with a couple of dimensionals. I just had to find them. So I'm just going to put a dimensional in each corner, making sure that I'm not all the way up to the corner, because that's where the paper is. The paper doesn't go all the way up to the edge. Take off my double-sided tape things, and then I'm going to flip my paper over and line this up exactly where I want it, and then press down firmly. And what this does is not only does it make those stars pop, but it then makes the inside of your card fancy too. And then once I've done that, I'm coming in with the Melon Mambo 1/4 inch cotton ribbon. Love this ribbon. It's fabulous. And of course, Melon Mambo is in this card pack. This paper pack. This is a designer series paper pack, and I'll list the supplies and everything on my on a link to my website so that you can see exactly what I used. And then I'm just going to take this piece of ribbon, maybe, and tie this. I'm not going to tie it in a bow this time. I'm just going to tie it in a knot. And yeah, I do have a ribbon tying video. Maybe I'll link it into this video. But here's a little tip. When you're tying a knot, go through once, hold down one side tight, and just pull on the other side. Only pull one side, and that way you won't twist. And then once I've got that tied, I can clean up my edges, and a card is finished. A really fast, easy, fun card. You could use any designer series paper, any stamp, and I like that I stamped it first and then textured over it, so you know it's right in there. And then the inside of the card will be ready to be signed. I have another birthday stamp I'm sure I can put in there, but you also have the other side of that designer paper. So there's a quick, easy card using the star framelits. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, so that was my first video. That was a tutorial that I just did yesterday. Oh, sorry. There we go. I'm trying here. I got so many windows open and so many things going on. But anyway, that was a video I did yesterday with the star framelits, and it was a really fun, easy technique, and it works great with the Big Shot. And while you guys were watching that video, we had a winner, and the winner was Sharon Miller Graham. You won the stamp set that I'm giving away tonight. And so what I need you to do, Sharon, is you need to send me a message with your address. Oh, I see Abby decided to join us. See her over there? Anyway, so you need to send me a message with your address so that I can get that out in the mail. And probably the easiest way to do that would be to message me on Facebook or send me an email. And I think my email is down at the bottom of this. But anyway, congratulations, Sharon. Way to go. The correct color was Blackberry Bliss. It's one of the hot new Stampin' Up! In colors. So anyway, one of the things I want to talk to you tonight was about the Big Shot promotion that's coming, that is on now. If you don't have a Big Shot, you may want one. And after you see one of these next videos, it's gonna make you laugh because it's pretty funny. But Stampin' Up! Has demonstrators across the country do commercials for our convention. And so this was actually from last year's commercial. I couldn't find this year's commercials. They were pretty good, but this I think was one of last year's commercials, but it was about the Big Shot, and so I had to play it because it just is so funny. So here we go. I'm going to share the next video, and then when we come back, I have a couple other things I want to talk about. So let's see if I can do this without too much trouble. Here it is. I hope you guys think this is as funny as I do. Well, the people in the something, what do you think? I can write a stamp and that can ring. I see now it's gonna be perfect. That's just the thing. Have you heard of it? Give me a big shot. Come on, give me a big shot. Give me a big shot. Anyway, I hope you like that. I think it's funny, and it makes me laugh. So anyway, there is the Hit Me With Your Big Shot commercial. Hey, Jennifer, thanks. I like my dog too. She's much better these days than she was when she was a puppy and she chewed everything up. So anyway, Stampin' Up! Has a great promotion going on right now. It's purchase the Big Shot. If you don't have it, purchase the Big Shot. You get a free bundle of stamps and framelits that go together, and they're bundles that aren't in the regular catalog. So they're free. So if you purchase the Big Shot, you get a bundle for free. If you already have the Big Shot, you can get a bundle. There's 5 of them. You can get the bundle for 15% off. And I did put a link down below, right below my picture. It just says Big Shot promotion, and if you click on that, it'll take you to show you exactly what the Big Shot promotion is about and what's on them. And there is a little preview of a stamp set that's going to be in the holiday mini catalog, which I will pull up and show it to you here after this next video. So I'm just going to do it for those of you who don't know how to use a big shot, and there's probably a lot of you because I have a lot of people on tonight. I did find a video today explaining the Big Shot and how it works, and I'm going to play that one for you if I can find it. And it's a good video because it really goes through all the different things that the Big Shot can do. So here we go. Sorry, I can't seem to find. Oh, there. No, that's it. There it is. Gosh.
Hi, today I get to show you the Big Shot machine. This is an awesome die cutting and embossing machine that you can get from Stampin' Up. And when you do, it comes with the machine itself, and you get this platform that you will need for some of your projects depending on what it is. And then you get this set of clear acrylic plates, which you will need for every single project. So let's look at some of the awesome things that the Big Shot can do. This is just a basic steel rule die. It's thick and it has a shape in here. This one is called Flower Frenzy. It cuts a bunch of different flower and leaf shapes, and it does so by pressure. So I'm just going to take a piece of cardstock and lay it right on here, and then roll it through the machine, and that will cut all of my shapes. And there's enough pressure with this that you can actually put more layers to it. I can do about 4 layers of our thick cardstock. So I'll just go ahead and put 2 colors here. And then to use it, I'll need to put a acrylic sheet on the front and on the back. These plates help it go through the way it needs to. Now to roll this through, I just start to push it, and my handle moves a little bit, which shows me which way it needs to go. And then I'll just switch and hold with the other hand up top. And when it comes out the other side, you can see now I've got all of these awesome die cut shapes. Just quick as that. These dies are so good. You can actually use these with layers of fabric as well. You can do about 8 layers of fabric. You can do all sorts of different materials like cork. You can do aluminum sheets, really thin wood sheets, foam, felt. The possibilities go on and on. So let's look at the next cool thing you can do with the Big Shot. Okay, so here's an embossing folder. These are one of my favorites. What you do is just put cardstock inside of here and then roll it through the Big Shot, and it's going to make an impression. We have tons of different designs of these fun little plastic folders. They're very durable and they're inexpensive. So you can collect lots of different designs to do fun projects. To do these, you're going to go ahead and just put it between the 2 layers on the 2 acrylic plates. And then that's not thick enough to go through the Big Shot. You need some extra pressure here. So that's when the multi-purpose platform comes into play. And there are actually instructions on each of the different pages here showing me how to use it. This one needs to go on tab 1. Same thing, I'm just going to lay it right here, get it started, and roll it through. And just like that, in just a few seconds, you get this great textured cardstock. Here's the little project that I was working on with this one. Just a cute little hello card, and as you can see, that embossing makes all the difference to make that a really special card. So embossing is another fun thing you can do, but let's look at a third option with the Big Shot. Okay, so our next one is framelits. I love these little guys. They usually come in a set, so you get a bunch of different shapes. They are steel too, so they're very, very strong. They're thin, so you can just do about 1 layer of cardstock, but most of the time these are designed to go with our stamp sets. So in this case, we've got this fun flower stamp set. It is called Flower Patch, and then you can get the coordinating framelits as well. And what this does for you is you can actually stamp your images and then use these framelits to get this cut out just perfect. So let me show you how to do that. One thing that is super helpful with these, you can definitely use the platform that your machine came with, but we have an additional purchase too. This is a platform as well that will do the job of giving you the height that you need, but it also is magnetic, which is really nice with the framelits. So I'm going to use that one here. I'm going to lay this down, and then I need my acrylic plate, and then this is the stuff I've stamped. And then I'll just grab the framelits I need, and as I am placing these here on the project, you can see those magnets just help me get it right on the right spot and hold it in place so it won't move out of the way as I am rolling it through. Just that one. So like I said, I put my acrylic plate underneath so it's protecting the magnetic platform, and then I'm going to put my second plate right on top as well. And then it's ready to roll through here. Okay, let's look at what we've got. This gives you that awesome effect where you have stamped and cut everything out, except you didn't have to take all of that time to cut these out by hand. Isn't that nice? And the project that I'm working on is this fun little notebook here. I'm able to make, even if I wanted to do a bunch of these, in just a few minutes with the help of the framelits and the magnetic platform. So, as you can see, the Big Shot is an awesome addition to all of your crafting tools. My entire family uses this machine. We have used it for church, work, and school projects. In fact, it has a permanent home on my crafting table because we use it that often. So you're definitely going to want to check out our website today or contact your demonstrator to get one.
Okay, so there's just a little blurb about the Big Shot for those of you who didn't know about it. If you have questions, please go ahead and put them down in the comments section. I am still I'm still able to keep tabs on the comments and the questions, and so I would love to answer any questions that you may have. One of the things I forgot to do before I showed those last two videos about the Big Shot was I wanted to give away this card to somebody. This was the card that I made in the video with the stars. You can see the texture and the image there, and how pretty it is on the inside as it is on the outside. But I'm going to do a little contest for it. So what I'll do is I'll just send this to you blank, and then you can send it off to somebody else if that's what you choose to do. But it's just a really fun, easy card. So here's my question. I use the stamp set and many more. It looks like this. Has lots of stamps in it. As you can see, I'm covering up the number of stamps with my finger down here. First person to tell me how many stamps are in the stamp set and many more will get that card in the mail. So, on mark, get set, go. I'll just wait. No, actually, go ahead and type in your numbers. Type in your guesses, and hopefully I'll be able to catch up and see what everybody guessed. And then I'll have another video. But while I'm waiting for people to answer that, before I jump into the next video, I did want to talk to you about that Big Shot bundle. So this is the star stamp set that is available now as a bundle with the star framelits. This is one of our new Christmas stamp sets. It's awesome. It's mine's wood, so it's a set of 8. Comes in 2 wood boxes. They're big stars, big stamps. And they're beautiful, as you can tell. And anyway, if you're interested, God, the color just changed. Oh, there we go. If you're interested in that bundle, you can get this bundle 15% off with the star framelits if you already have the Big Shot. So there you go. And I can't show you the inside of the holiday, but I can show you the outside. It's very awesome. There's lots of fun stuff in here. I have already made arrangements for those people who ordered from me in the past year to get a holiday mini catalog. It should be coming in your mailbox, I would say probably a week or so from now. If you don't have another demonstrator and you want a holiday mini catalog, send me a message and I'll put one in the mail to you. I did get some extra copies today, so I am willing to send that out to you if you don't have another demonstrator. So I wish I could show you the inside, but we're not allowed to. So there's the holiday mini catalog. I see a whole bunch of people have answered, and I'm going to be checking on those as soon as I show the next video that I have. And this is actually what I'm going to call my Throwback Thursday. This was a video I did back in March of 2013. It was one of my favorite techniques of all times. I love it. And I was kind of chuckling today when I looked at it and thought, oh, I don't know if these guys have seen that. So it's really a fun technique. It's easy to do. I think you're going to love it. So let's get started with that, and then I will look for a winner. So let me see if I can find the darn thing. Here it is. It is called the bandana technique. Is actually the technique that I'm going to show, and it's really a lot of fun, and it's so easy, and it looks great. And you know, being from Montana, we do like our Western stuff. So here you go with the Here I go with the bandana technique. Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with ddStamps.com, and I just wanted to show a really quick tutorial on something called the bandana technique. And I saw this done by another person and kind of ran with it on my own and absolutely love the look of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a stamp, and I picked the stamp Flowering Flourishes, and ink it up in your black ink. Make sure you're good and inked, because you want that to be really, really bold and black. And then, of course, I'm going to stamp off, only because that's just how I like to do things. So I stamped off, set that aside, and then I'm going to come in, as this dries, it's going to take a little bit, and use some just white acrylic paint and my stylus. And I'm using actually the big end, but you can use either end. I'm just putting some of that ink or that paint right from the cover. And this actual stamp is great because it already has some dots on there. And so you can see where I just am dotting right on the dots, the black dots that were there originally. And then once I've done that, I can come in with my stylus, and this is the technique that I love about this, is that you can come in here and do some more dots, and you'll see how they graduate down to a smaller size. So I'm just stamping around. But don't you love how it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller? And then once I've done that, and I think I've got enough dots in there, if I want to just fill in some space, I can do 3 dots. And I don't know why, but I like 3s. Things are supposed to be done in 3s. And just add some extra dots. This would be a beautiful technique with any color, any dark color, and then add in your white. But I just wanted to show you quickly what it looks like when it's dried. It doesn't take very long to dry. So this is the same stamp set, Flowering Flourishes. I used a couple of different stamps in here, but you can see where I did the dots coming along that vine with the big bold black circles on there. Just a lot of different white in there. And then I took that and made this card with it. And what I did is I just mounted it on Whisper White, mounted it onto a basic black card, added a little ribbon, stamped an image, and added some, of course, rhinestones because everybody loves bling. And then when you open it up, I just put a white piece in the inside and another stamp from a different set, actually, doilies, which I used on here too. So I used a couple different ones on this particular background, but I will post up the measurements, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Pretty easy to do. Thanks. And if you haven't done so yet, sign up for my newsletter at www.dddstamps.com. I have a lot of great information in there. I'm assuming that most of you have already signed up for my newsletter, so you don't really have to do that. Okay, so that is the bandana technique. It was a technique that I saw, I don't even remember who it was. It wasn't a demonstrator, a Stampin' Up demonstrator. It was somebody. It was a long time ago, but I absolutely just loved it. And that it just is stunning, and it's fun, and it looks good on reds and navy and Night of Navy or whatever the blue color is. Sorry, that's terrible. We did have a winner for that, for the stars card, for this card here, and that was Mary Catherine Hughes. She was the very first guesser. She must have her catalog sitting out in front of her. She guessed 23 stamps, and that's how many come in that stamp set. So congratulations, Mary Frances. Oh, Mary Frances, no, Mary Catherine. Sorry, I have a very good friend that's named Mary Frances, and just kind of comes popping out of my mouth. So congratulations. I am hoping that if anybody has any questions, they're willing to post it up there and let me know or send me a message. And if you sent me a message on Facebook or my email or whatnot during this whole thing, I have not had time. I can't check it because I got way too much other things going on. So not that I wouldn't want to, but I will check them all afterwards. I'll swing by YouTube. I'll swing by Google. I will check my email. And I'll check Facebook. But if you're on the link, the www.22s.com/DDStamps, you should be able to ask questions down in the box below, right below where I'm talking. So, what else is there? I know I had some people this week ask me exactly what is a virtual club. And basically what a virtual club is it's all done online. You join the club, and if you purchase $25 worth of product for 6 months straight, then you get a free $25 in product after 6 months. During the club, you also get tutorial each month from me, and an email about a special on your birthday, and all that other stuff. So it's pretty easy. It's all done through the online ordering. You just get a hostess code to put in, and the only thing that's real different is the hostess code has to go into the shopping bag before you check out. If you're part of my club and you forget to do that part, it's okay, because I can go ahead and add it in. But one of the things that I've recently found is that people, when they're checking out online with online ordering, there's a little box down there that says, you know, do you want Stampin' Up to get a hold of you? Do you want your demonstrator to get a hold of you? If you check you do not want your demonstrator to get a hold of you, it doesn't tell me who ordered. I don't get any name. I don't get any address. And so, you know, don't do that. Because I really want to be able to send you a thank you card each month, and I want to make sure that you get your tutorials as you're supposed to. And if I have people that say no contact, do not contact me, I can't send any of that stuff to you because it's the law, and I don't want to get in trouble. So anyway, I don't know who Abby's barking at, but welcome to my life. Okay, so does anybody have? Oh, somebody just asked, how much is the Big Shot? The Big Shot is $99.95. And then you get a free bundle this month, and those bundles are running anywhere from $35 to $60 value. So it would be worth, if you don't have the Big Shot, now is the time to do it. It's a good deal. So anyway, does anybody have any questions? Got the Big Shot. Got that question answered. Cool. Okay. Well, I do have another. If anybody had any questions about the virtual workshop, let me know. One of the things I did want to let people know is when I get an order from customers of $40 or more a month, then I send them a link to a tutorial. And this month's was 12 techniques with the blendabilities. It's a great tutorial. It's lots of pictures. It's 20 pages with tons of pictures and stuff. So if you're interested in that, you know the deal. Holiday mini catalogs went out. If you don't have one, let me know. Definitely have another video on how to use the brayer, and it's kind of cool. And then afterwards, we will have another little giveaway. So let me pull that up. Let's see if I can find that. There it is. Share that. Aren't those cards gorgeous? Okay, well let me get that started. Hey Stampers, Diane Dimich here with ddstamps.com, and today I'm going to do a little tutorial on how to use the brayer. We had a tutorial by Michelle Zindorf, who is the brayer expert, and she showed us how to do some brayering to make some beautiful cards, and this is just a really simple technique, but I wanted to try it, and so I thought, well, let's give it a try, see how it works, and I love the cards, and so I thought I'll do a video. So we're going to go ahead and get started. To get started, you're going to need a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is just our regular cardstock that Stampin' Up! Carries, and I'm going to go ahead and just add just a little bit of adhesive, and I'm going to attach this so that it doesn't move around on me, because that's the biggest thing, and it's kind of awkward doing it under the camera because I don't want to bang the legs. And of course, the minute I start taping, I can hear the guy out in the yard fertilizing, so sorry about that. Anyway, to begin with, we're going to use the brayer, and the brayer is a tool that's been around for years. I've had this one, oh gosh, probably 15, 16 years. And as long as you keep it clean and out of heat and sunlight, it will be fine. It'll stay nice and pliable. The one thing you do want to do is when you store it, I store mine so it hangs up in like a shoe. It's a holder for different shoes. And I just tuck it into one of the pockets so that the brayer part is always not touching anything. You want to either store it that way or flat like that, but you do not want to store it this way, because if you store it down with this on an edge, you're going to end up with a flat spot on your brayer, and it's going to show up in your project when you're working. So I'm going to start with Daffodil Delight, and we're going to go ahead and ink up the brayer, and I'm just going, you want to make sure that when you ink it up, you're going all the way around the brayer, not like this, because if you ink it up like this, you're only going to ink up half of the brayer. So you want to make sure that you're running that all the way across one direction, and then when you start to do the brayering, you actually start off the cardstock and work your way down the cardstock, and it's a really light touch. You don't need to put a lot of pressure onto the brayer. It's just really, really, really light. I was surprised at when I was doing it earlier. I was pressing really hard, and I just wasn't happy with my work. And you're going to see that you're going to leave a lot of ink on this side of the card of the paper, so you want to have something down to protect your surface. But just go ahead and start, and then slowly run it down. And honestly, you have to make sure that you do not put too much pressure on that, and just bring it all the way down your project. And then you're going to ink it up again. And you're going to do this until you're happy with the results of your Daffodil Delight. Where I have got to put lighter pressure on that. I'm getting a little carried away. And then bring it down. But you can see where you get that gradient look, the variegated look. Oh, a little spot there. And I'm going to ink it up one more time. And then bring it down. And anyway, then you get to see the look of that yellow. And then once you've got that and you're happy with that, this is how you get the various looks. And so then I'm going to come in with some pumpkin pie. Now this color is darker than the yellow, so I can go ahead and ink up the pumpkin pie right on that same brayer that was in yellow. It's not going to muddy up my ink pad. It's just going to be fine because it's a darker color that I'm inking it up with. And now this time, again, you're going to start outside off the paper and work your way in, but you're not going to work your way down as far. You're just going to work your way down the edge. Isn't that beautiful? Hoo-wee. And then bring it down. It's just so pretty. And that pumpkin pie, it just amazes me how dark that gets. And again, you can keep adding color and adding color and adding color. I honestly don't think I need to add much more to that one. I love how that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. And I'm going to flip this over because I don't think I want that. There we go. Because this time I'm going to do green on this side, so I'm going to go away. Oh, I'm going to show you how I cleaned my brayer. Okay, because I'm going to clean my brayer because I want to take this same brayer into some Pear Pizzazz green, and I don't want to put the orange into the green pad, and because it's a real light green. So what I did is I took a paper towel, folded it in half, and then I'm just spraying it with some of our cleaner, and then running that brayer right down the paper towel, getting all that ink off. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over again and do the same thing because I want to make sure that orange and yellow ink is off of there. Yeah, now it's clean. So now it's ready. So now I'll come in. Yeah, it's a little wet, but that's all right. Now I'm going to come in, put that down, come in with Pear Pizzazz, ink it the same way. Get it all good and inked, and then off the edge, where I'm going to have to, oh, there we are. Okay. I'm going to hold this down. A little concerned. There we go. See how I pressed too hard and I ended up with a line? And that's what happens when you put too much pressure on the brayer. So I'm going to see if I can get that brayered out. There we go. Still a little too much pressure. No, I don't like it. When you keep working it, it'll, there we go. So once I've got that done, as it dries, it's gonna sink into the paper and not be so vibrant. But it's beautiful right now. And then once I've done that, I'm coming in with the stamp set Lovely as a Tree. The stamp set has been around in my collection probably the longest. It's one of the biggest sellers every year for Stampin' Up, and it's a great set. So I inked that up with a Memento black ink and stamp that down. And then I'm going to come in with, this is a stamp from Thoughts and Prayers. This is one of those stamps. And I'm just going to stamp that right there. This was at one point, this was a double-sided stamp. Stampin' Up doesn't do that anymore, so now it comes as two separate stamps. But so this is going to end up being a sympathy card. So you can see when I place this onto the black trim with, there's a little speck there, the black trim on a white cardstock, how you get that. It's just a fun look. Makes a great sympathy card, just a thinking of you card, and a congratulations card or whatever. So there's a great technique with the brayer. If you have any questions about the brayer, feel free to comment below. I'd love to answer them. And if there's any way that I can help, just let me know. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Okay, well, there was the last video. I'm having some issues here. Let's see. Looks like things might have locked up on me. There we go. I'm back. Yay! No, you guys don't really want to see me, but anyway, I had a couple questions while the video was going. One of them was, and you have to realize that some people that come in on this come in after we've started, and so they may be asking questions of things I already went over, but I just want to make sure I get everybody's questions answered. So let's see. I have, oh, somebody asked how much the Big Shot was. $99.95 plus this month you get a free bundle. If people want me to, I can do a screen share and go into the store and show you exactly what the bundles are. Just let me know if you're interested. And if you have any other questions, pop them down there in the comments. Somebody asked me what's the difference between spending $25 and $40. Okay, so the difference is $25 is the club. If you're in the club, it's $25 a month for 6 months, and then you get $25 in free product. If you place a $40 order with me on any given month, you'll get the tutorial. But the club members get the tutorial too. So what happens is, you know, $40 you get a tutorial. If you're in the club, you get tutorial and a birthday gift and free product. And everybody gets a thank you card. So hopefully you've gotten your thank you cards. I hope so, because I really am trying hard to get those out and make sure that you guys know how much I appreciate your business. So. Somebody said they didn't get the holiday catalog. The holiday catalogs, yeah, you won't get them for another week or so, but Charity, I will make sure that you're either on my list, I think you are on the list to have gotten one, or I will get one sent out to you. So thank you. Oh, we just refreshed. Yeah, a lot of people love that brayer technique. You know, I've had that brayer forever, and I have brayered, but she's amazing. And really, it's the lighter you go, the lighter. It's just fun, and it's easy, and it works with any colors. I just happen to use these sunset colors. And of course, I used the stamp set Lovely as a Tree, which is the longest running stamp in the Stampin' Up catalog. I bet you didn't know that. It has been in there forever. In fact, my stamps are old enough that they still have the copyright date. Oh, that's a good question. This was the year that Lovely as a Tree came out. How long has it been a stamp set? The first person that gets the answer correct, give me the year that Lovely as a Tree came out in the catalog, and I'll tell you, it has been the longest running one. So that gives you some idea. I've been a demonstrator since 1996, and that was not the year. So it was after that. The first person I'll send one of these cards to that gets the answer right. Somebody asked, is the Hostess Club different each month? The Hostess Club, the online club, I think is what you're asking. And the club is, yeah, you get a different tutorial and different stuff. So I don't know if I'm answering your question, Bonnie, but if you need more clarification, let me know. Did I tell you who won that last? Yeah, Mary Catherine. Okay, I did that. So I'm just waiting for an answer for the year that Lovely as a Tree became a stamp set. Mary Catherine just ordered it. Yeah, you know, it's not only is it the oldest running stamp set, but it's the most popular to this day, which to me is absolutely amazing. So, anybody have any more questions? Donna, now I said 1994 was, or 6 was the year that I became a demonstrator. And in 1969, I would have been 6. No, it's not that old. I haven't been stamping that long. Good try, though. Try again. Bring back another date. Lovely as a Tree, longest running stamp set. Okay, so if you have a question, now would be the time to ask it. If anybody is interested in actually seeing, I don't know, I can attempt to do this with a screen share. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let me see what I can do. I think I might be able to pull it up, hopefully, or not. I'm trying here. Sorry. Let's try that. Yay, screen share worked. Okay, so on the screen share, what you're seeing here are the bundles that are available. Oh, you know what? I have to open them all up because you're not seeing the whole thing. Let me go back in here, open them up, show them all. Let's see if it still works. Yay. Okay, so you're going to see here's the big shot for $19.95, and then all of these are the various bundles that are free. And I will scroll down here so you can see them all. And there's a price on those. If you buy the big shot, it's free. But if you don't, if you already have the big shot and you just want a bundle, you're going to pay less. You're going to pay, well, let's pull up this one. I don't know if it works that way. Oh, no. Let's pull up this one. So the price is $43.95, and if I add that to my bag, that is the discounted price of 15% off. These bundles are not available any other way at this point. They're not bundled together in the big catalog, so that's you know, with both the framelits together. I got some more people guessing here. What'd you guys do? Google it? That's awesome. That's awesome. So it looks to me as if Jackie L. Hoopel, H-E-U-P-E-L, you are the winner. It was 2001. So that was the year that Lovely as a Tree entered the catalog. So it's old. It's a teenager. So congratulations, Jackie. Anybody have any more questions? Nope, not yet. Well, I want to thank you all for coming. I hope you had fun. I had fun. I do have a little gift here for the next 2 people that order a big shot from me are going to get an extra beautiful wings embosslet. It's really cool. It's an embosslet that textures and cuts out the butterflies, and I'll just mail that to you free for the next 2 people that decide to go with a big shot bundle, or a big shot bundle. So if you even do the 15% off the bundles, you'll get the free embosslet. Anyway, if you have any other questions or don't have any other questions, I will be getting the holiday catalogs out to you. So it's on its way. Good guess. It was 2001 on the big shot. So if nobody else has any questions, I'm just going to kind of hang out a little bit longer waiting to see if anybody has a question, or if you want to see something else. If you ever have any suggestions for me as to what to do on these videos, or a technique that you want to learn, please let me know. And don't ever hesitate to contact me. You can call me, you can email me, you can send me a Facebook message. It's all good. I just want to be of help. So thank you. I think this was the best one yet. Everything worked so far. I think I got it figured out. My internet connection is better. Thank you, Willie. And I think I'm pretty happy. So thanks, and you guys have a great night. I did go a little longer than I thought it would, but that happens. So thank you, and I hope you have a great night. And I will kind of stick around on Facebook and see if there is any, if anybody has any questions. But you can shop below on the Shop Online link or the Big Shop promotion. You can see either one of those. You can always buy anything. So enjoy, thank you, and we will speak with you soon. Good night.